Shareplay. 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 Shareplay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the live stream. My name is Ben B, joined tonight back once again, Mark of Gcast. It's lovely to have you here for some SQL action. Mark, you missed last week's action. We had an absolute blast on stream. I bet you're excited to get back into it tonight.
I definitely am. I'm so excited to get back in. It seems like it's been so long since I've been here to cast some solo queue league. So getting back into the swing of things, and everybody else will be getting back into the swing of this as well. We're heading into our map one on stream soon enough, and it will be heading over towards Olympus, which will be a really interesting one to the list, because we've not watched it very much. I've not watched it with yourself. At least, anyway. Did you do it last week as well? Did you get it involved last week?
Yes, yeah, we had some interesting action over on Olympus, as always. And I'm interested to see how this goes. Obviously, we've been seeing it over in the ALGS a little bit. It's pretty new to the SQL. It's only really been recently brought into the map rotation. And for those of you that are unaware, all of the matches that are played here tonight will have maps that are voted for by the actual players there in the lobby. So those 60 players that get loaded in, they get to choose which map we go to. So there isn't any type of rotation at all. It's purely up to what the players want. And they have chosen Olympus. What they're also able to do, as I'm looking over to my left-hand side, is do legend bans. And they are allowed to ban 4 legends per game. To start with, we are going to be having a Gibraltar, Caustic, Valkyrie, and Axel ban, which is going to be absolutely massive on Olympus, where you're lacking so much cover. You need those rotations. You need the speed to be able to get across different spaces or block off stuff using that bobble. And obviously, with no caustic there is no stinky gas, man. So my prediction is that we're going to be seeing some Newcastle. We're going to be seeing some Watson, which actually is a legend that we've been seeing quite a lot of. And I think some Conduit as well, because Conduit has been really highly picked. What I'm going to do before we jump in, I think you can hear in the background that we have loaded in, and we're just getting the legend picks coming up shortly. I'm going to show you the overall leaderboard as it currently stands. I believe that this is what we're looking at right now. There have been some games that have been going on a little bit earlier. These have been the EU games. So a lot of these players are going to be EU players who may well be dropping off as we now move into the NA turn.
May well be, or maybe not. I noticed earlier Jamstein was taking part in the EU games. So, I mean, he's definitely one for the NA game. So he'll be on for sure as we head into this one. It's going to be a fantastic one. Genesee also as well. Like typical names you see every single week for solo queue league. They do not miss a beat when it comes to solo queue. They get themselves involved and they get there very early on. And Genesee is one that starts hot early, but seems to peter off as more and more players get involved throughout the evening and throughout the weekend. So let's see if they can keep up the pace that they start off with and continue that trend of being on the top of that leaderboard at the start of the games, because I like to see them up there. I like to see them producing some wonderful Apex.
Absolutely. As we now jump into our first game, and as you saw on those overall pick rates, I mentioned that we might be seeing some Conduit. Conduit is currently the most picked legend, followed up by Axel and Wraith. Obviously, Axel is banned, so I won't be surprised if we do see a bit of Wraith. But as we're looking through here, you're already seeing a few of those Conduits coming out, the likes of Blaze, Axe, Jadam, and Snagasaurus. A wonderful name, I do have to say. Picking that Conduit. And I wouldn't be surprised again if we do see more of that. But one thing I do love about the solo queue league, and we say this every single week, Mark, is the legend diversity that you get. Right now, I'm looking through, I'm seeing Sparrow, Octane, Crypto. We've got Watson, Bangalore, Ash. It's just so much variety in this here. But one thing I am surprised about is the lack of Maggie picks. Currently, I think we've only got
Joker's one of the only ones there, yeah.
There's maybe five. Yeah, 5 Maggie picks. And I think on this map on Olympus, Maggie is such a devastatingly powerful legend. You've got all of these walls and the limited amount of cover, and just being able to put a Q just basically into anything means that actually as you approach an endgame in an engagement, you just can turn a fight.
Yep, definitely can. I mean, I was playing some team deathmatch earlier with a wee bit of Maggie because I finally unlocked another character, Ben. Would you believe it? We've been grinding a little bit, but we unlocked Maggie just to have a bit of fun with that. And yeah, definitely a very good legend to use, especially in some of these built-up areas where you can literally try and put people into corners and just drill them to smithereens, which is what you want to try and do, but get that damage early and then push that fight in. But here we are in Olympus. You can see that circle will be going to the southeast side here. We're going to look interestingly. I think in Solar Array may well be a good kind of pull.
I'm going Summers.
Summers, yeah.
I'm going to say Summers. I don't have, for those of you that are unaware, for some reason my observing just does not work in terms of being able to pick the next ring. So I rely purely on the wonderful legends in the game, such as this Watson, and as it says, going over towards Summers University, and we can see here that it is going to be touching the back, so it's going to continue to pull on in, which is always exciting. Meanwhile, we do look to be getting our first engagement, which does seem to be between Team 9 and Team 13.
Yeah, Rusty Clamp's been massively weakened already and gets taken down by Taz Jr. So now Snagasaurus, the player that you said, it's a lovely name, and his teammate Grieved, they're getting out of there. They're not even thinking about fighting back. They're looking to get away and try and get a reset from it as Team 13 may well try to chase them down. They've seen them crossing their paths, and as they go and head back towards that rift, they're going to try and make sure they can get some more KP going their way. Team 16 as well, also taking a ton of damage, and they only had 2-man as well, so Quad is going to have to try and stick this and hope for the best. They don't come barging through that doorway.
I mean, right now, Ibby is also going to be popping some heals, but Ibby's Conduit Q is going to be failing. Surprised that they haven't opted to try and hit that Q because they've lost all of their shield. And now it's a 1 versus 2. There is an opportunity right now for the Wraith to be able to do this. Quad, it's going to be popping that med kit. We can see through the little observe highlights that there is a player starting to approach right now as Quad is going to take to the height. We're going to stick a bob with this as we are seeing Grieved taking down Sanjar, our current lobby leader of the weekend.
Yep, Sanjar being griefed by Grieved. Unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. Now the ref portal straight away, right through. I'm not getting any chances here to take some shots to the face and get out there as quickly as possible. But the snappiness that Quad Razor has, he's absolutely got a chance to 1v2 this. And now the second man comes to support, but he will not survive any longer. Every obviously got reset, so they've got full squad back. Meanwhile, Team 7, Vagabond, down. Brown Guy, down. It's all down to Joker. We talked about Maggie being very few and far between in picks, and this could be one of them taking out the lobby early doors as well. Already down to 18 squads. Make that 17 as Team 7 gets eliminated by Team 20. There we go. Now we've got Spectre as well. The third party, potentially, he's going to be down and out as well. This is quick, this is fast, and teams are falling one after another.
Team 2 right now with Team 5 very close by. Team 5 is going to be playing out as a duo, however, so we will have to wait and see whether anything comes off that. Meanwhile, we're going to jump over to Team 12 as they are going to be throwing some nades straight onto where Team number 1 are. And I say that player is down, unfortunately for one of them.
Yep. Team 4 is also on the other end of this as well, so they're trying to pincer in. Team 4 is the one-man Genesee. He is the one man trying to get his team back, but also trying to get some KP, because like I said, he starts off early. Team 1 have managed to get the void out of there, but Team 12 are following it, and there's going to be a Wraith portal to opposition here from the enemy. Sorry, the alternate portal. He's going to try and get her down, but he doesn't. And instead, Strange Max, left in a strange position, he's thinking, where am I looking? Where am I getting shot from? That was my teammate. What's going on? And meanwhile, Team 12 looking all over the place.
Team 8 are in a fight as well, it looks like. I'm stuck, brother, the last remaining player. We've gone back over, and there's one shot. Unfortunately, there, that player does indeed go down, and it's going to be Team 10 who take them out. Chico, the Bandana Kid, and its dogs. Meanwhile, Team 13 are in a fight as well. This is going to be Sanjar, who looks to have been picked up after briefly getting knocked down a little bit earlier, as Taz now gets taken down as well, and that is going to be to Chenok. Taz did manage to knock one, though, meanwhile.
Sanjar, can he manage to do something here? Blaze and Taz, he's going to get it back up as well. Team 14 below. They get the player that's knocked through the doorway, potentially force their way up, though, if they can.
And upstairs, this is actually going to be a solo Mirage of Team 19. So this is a completely different team. Thankfully, he has got the Phoenix kit, so he's going to be able to stay alive for a little bit longer. And actually is now going to potentially...
Surprise!
Completely surprise this team. There is the opportunity for this Mirage to get out of here. But they have potentially griefed this team on the height.
Is there a chance, though, that they get out? Send out the decoys. Send out opportunities. Taz, though, 1v1 and round the block here. And there you go, once again. Put a bit of damage, gets the invisibility to get the reset here, and they're still trying to stay alive, doing so. The Mirage avoiding anything happening. The decoys are out now from the ultimate. And now, keep resetting yourself. Send them constantly. Keep yourself second guessing. Oh, the opposition lose track of where you've gone. You've got a potential to get your team's back as well. You've got the banner. We've got now shots from the other direction, and unfortunately, that's not going to be enough. Sanjar finally shuts down Shekel, but the third party is there. Are they going to be able to help out and finish off Team 13 already? One down, it's Blaze. Taz is looking to go next, but stays alive just for a second. Taz is just in and around his stairwell. The portal's going to come in. That's going to finish Taz off.
And Sanjar, it looks to be getting out of there. Team 2 are going to be cleaning up these players. Taz gets eliminated, and that is going to be Team 2. And obviously Blaze remaining. We're going to bounce over to a fight that potentially looks to be kicking off. Team 3 and Team 10 are very close to each other.
Lots going on here. 10 being chased down by Team 3, but I think Team 10 will be okay for now. They've got quite far away from Team 3. They're not given chase as well. So therefore, down towards Summers University, where the ring is pulling, as we suggested earlier. Team 17 are there. Team 19 are making their way. Team 18 are making their way in with Team 14 already reside in there as well. So this could be an interesting party fight here. Freeway potentially make it 4 because Team 13's on the edge as well. But I think it's a one-man Sanjar that, like we said, was already there. He's got to try and get his reset if he can.
Meanwhile, Team 14 are on this exterior. Seb has been taken low. We've obviously already had Axe taken down as well. So they are going to have to be crafting up Axe's banner. Hoping that a crafter will come down at some point because they are inside of the ring. Some shots going down towards Chit, and it's going to be that Maggie once again, and Chit taken down to 5 HP. This might well open up the floodgates for a push. Team 17 are looking for it. The Sparrow ultimate, though, is stopping any kind of push, and that is brilliantly done from that Sparrow. Chit, still only 5 HP, has managed to move away. It's going to hit that beacon just so that they can see that there is nobody in this building up ahead of them, as they are now going to be making their way up towards safety. But Golden has swung on through with that Mad Maggie and R99 in hand. They can see somebody's here. The Sparrow goes up into the air, up onto the height, and is now going to be inside of the building with their duo.
Chit once again back down massively low. I'm gonna have to try and get a reset, but unfortunately you can see down there just Conway Barn manages to get one down, and Chit is finished off as well. So Seb left alone, the Bangalore trying to use the speed to get away there, but Golden is looking to hunt them down. The Maggie chasing if they can. Sosa here is now the kill leader as well with 5 kills. Well, Team 10 go down. We're down to 8 squads remaining, 21 players still going. You know what? There's still a lot of parties fighting out with the circle in the zone on the edge, and Team 14, one of those teams that eventually goes down to make it 7 remaining. And this is becoming absolute chaos before we even get to round 4 of that round pool.
It is indeed, and Crypt is now stimming straight into the zone. It's taken so much damage. That was a bold decision, to say the least, as Team 11 are going to be taken down by the solo of Ash, and then they just get hit with a wrecking ball from Grindworthy. That may be a little bit of overkill, but it certainly was effective. 5 squads left remaining, and this is the thing with Olympus. There is a lot of opportunity for third parties and for fighting, and that is exactly what we have seen. Looking at this ring now, there is so much space in Summers where people could be playing. And the ring is going to be pulling slightly to the west of Summers, as we can see. So Team 2 have got the opportunity as a duo to potentially get a very good spot and some placement. Already up into the top 5, as now we're going to be having... I mean, I have to say, that is an incredible name, the little smiley face with arms.
He's throwing arms, and there we go. His teammate isn't, though. Rusky Gunny gets put down and finished off as well from Golden. Part of the boys now looking to run it to the end here. Can Team 18 survive? Can they get their player back? There's still plenty of time. There's still plenty of zones to come as well, because at this point in time, there's so much open space. Can they get themselves to get that banner recrafted? Team number 17 might well chase them down because they know it's just a 2-man team left remaining. But Team 1 rotating in from the north side here, coming slightly past the Grow Tower. They're going to get a mythic bin as well to pick up. So can they get something interesting from that as well? That'll be interesting to see. Is the Kraber going to come out for endgame?
Yes, it will.
It definitely is. Let's go. Kraber R9 with Quacks on sacks. They'll be looking to make sure that they're all having to duck out of the way. See what I did? Love it.
I have to say that I think this might be admin abuse, calling in a Kraber here from Ivan.
Yep.
This is
ready for it.
Oh, he is absolutely ready. An unlimited ammo Kraber. And we are going to be getting some fighting happening. Golden has taken down Real Mully. There is just 1 player left remaining on team number 18, as they are going to be making their way very close to where Team 2 have just managed to get a reset of their players. Team 2 do look like they have spotted out the final player of Team 18. And Team 18 just down to 50 HP left. Thankfully, they've got the altar, so they are going to be able to go through those walls. But unfortunately, the conduit comes through from the height. The Mastiff does not hit, and we're down to our final 4 squads remaining. Right now, Team 2 have got an incredible position inside of this zone here, Mark. I do have to say that if I was going to predict a team to win this, purely based on position, Team 2 have surely got that advantage.
Yeah, they've got the position ready. They're there early, but you know what? It is still pretty open, if I'm honest. Their positioning is in the zone, but it is going to be a tough one to defend from here. You've got 3 more teams on the edge looking for it, but Team 1's going to be the first one to get into altercation here. Is Team 17 right in front of them through the doorways, and they're going to try and force their way in. Quacks and Saxo has his teammate down. That's Shiny Mega. Rayquaza have not pulled that one yet, but can he pull his team back alive here as Quacks and Sax looking to try and get them out with the portal. He's going to be able to get away and give them a chance to get a reset here quickly. It's very much needed, because now you've got Team 3. They're converging onto that spot of Team 2.
The L-Star in the hand of Nunu and does so much damage onto the Sparrow. The Sparrow with a really good ultimate to force some pressure back to Team 3, who now, because of the damage they've taken, might well have to back on away. Brilliantly done from Team 2, but this L-Star is still going to be in the hands of Nunu, and Nunu is going to be wanting to expel damage onto them. Again, a lot of damage is forced to pop an ultimate to bounce away. And I have to say, Team 2 are doing a great job from the height as Lassam takes down Yuzov.
Yeah, here's our down. Lam's going to try and force that to finish it off as well. Chinaro takes down 1, and Team 3 do go down. Team 2 survived. You still got the chance for Team 2 in that position to go on and win this. Meanwhile, Team 1, Team 17, they're going to be next up to fight, and they're still holding them out of this building. Newton Library is going to be bombarded here. Nades going in, Kraber waiting, an unlimited Kraber as well, but there's the Maggie Jolt. Going to deal damage to Quacks and Sax for a second, so he's going to have to reposition himself as they sit, lie in wait, knowing that the zone is still kind of pulling towards them as well. It's actually going to benefit both of these teams inside the building, but they're going to have to move as soon as that starts to pull in 50 more seconds if the fight doesn't stop before then. Oh, I thought he hit it.
2 misses there. Thank gosh he has got that unlimited ammo. Kraber manages to get a 150 and gets the... Wait, Shiny Mega has got a Kraber as well. So now they're going to be able to swing. Quacks gets put a lot of damage down, so he's going to have to pop the battery. Meanwhile, the teammates swing on through as Shiny Meggy Rayquaza, a Pokemon fan as well, just like you, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, is he going to catch them all in this fight? It doesn't look like it. Quacks and Sax is trying to fight to stay alive. Actually, a wee bit of a Michael Jackson reference as well. I'm pulling them all out tonight. He's going to have to moonwalk his way out of there if he can, but there you go. He's going to sneak that res. Is he going to be able to do it? He pulls it out and decides, right,
Kraber.
R9, Kraber cap. Oh, he's
my
no-scoped it
gosh.
as well. Quacks on Sax pulling out the no-scope Kraber. And you know what? He's staying alive as well. Can he do something else magical here? Nope. That's the ult from the Sparrow, going to be able to force you out of their position. Quacks, he's doing a great job to stay alive.
This is going to be a 1 versus 2. What can you do, Quacks?
For the dub.
For the dub, for the duck.
Team 1 versus Team 2 in a 1v2. You can't write this script, everybody. You just can't write it. I hope you're enjoying here, ladies and gentlemen, over on Shareplay.tv. Because I sure as hell am, and there we go. Quacks and Sax, can you do something? Is he going to get the knock? He gets 1, but it's so little in the end. As the second teammate finishes off that 1 KP that was remaining, and Chinnery, Latum, and Cobb will take your victory. But Shiny Rayquaza, grind-worthy Quacks and Sax. That was a very, very worthy second spot, and it's pulling out the Kraber no-scope. It was just a highlight already, as it was indeed.
Big shout out as well going out to 6th position, the Ash Shankso Sosa, 8 kills. So that was our lobby leader of it.
Easier said than done, eh?
Easier said than done, absolutely. As we bounce back over to our faces, and I'm going to send us straight to the latest match screen so that we can see exactly what the stats were looking like. There we go. 10 kills to our leading team. Obviously, 6th position also coming in with 10 kills. It was Shanso with 8 as our kill leader, and it was Golden who came away as our damage leader. Golden in 3rd position on that team, and I believe that they may have been playing on that Maggie, which is probably why they were doing so much damage. But yeah, massive shout out to the teams there, and once again showing how on a map like Olympus, if you lose the rotation, such as the Valkyrie, the Axel, and the protection that Gibraltar and Caustic can offer, it can get a little bit inty.
Yeah, it definitely can get any indeed. But you know what? It does make for an interesting watch indeed. But yeah, it's been overall a decent first game here over on Olympus, and it's good to see Olympus in the rotation. I asked for it a while back, but everyone was like, "Do the players really want it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't care about the players. This isn't about the players. This is about trying to
me.
keep up with what's happening in the LGS. Let everybody else play the maps that are in rotation. Let's everybody just have a bit of fun, right? Because at the end of the day, it's all about having fun and enjoying yourself here on the Solo Queue League, and I'm sure as hell having fun. I hope that everybody else that's watching is having fun. And if you want to get even more fun by enjoying it, by playing in part of it, CCE.gg, that's the place to be. Get yourself along, sign up. It is just like playing ranked. You're playing solo, you're joining up with randoms, you're getting into an action. It's a chance to win money this time though, whereas you don't get that in your ranked gameplay.
Exactly. It's like ranked for money, but better. That's what I'm saying. Well, if you want to get even more money and get even more action, the place that you need to be is shareplay.tv/tournaments. You got to see a lot of that advert in the starting soon screen. We're going to play it once again, but it is going to be the SharePlay Bowl coming up. Some very big stuff on the horizon for SharePlay. I'm going to send you back to that so you can see it once again and we can talk about
Apex
it
and
afterwards.
Fortnite. I mean, you can't go wrong.
SharePlay. 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 Shareplay.
Welcome back, everyone. Share play, everybody over there on our purple app as well. We hope you're enjoying the gameplay and the action. We just had game number 1 on stream, which was on Olympus. We do have an updated leaderboard, which we'll go over once again. Just to recap, everybody, it has not been seen or not been paying attention. So this having nosy, Jamstein at the top of that leaderboard, standing there currently with 870 points with 42 kills so far on the weekend. And as you can see, if he's got premium, he will be getting $100 at the end of this weekend if he stays in control of that position. Sanjar still holding on nicely to second spot. He had a good game in Olympus just there as well. So yeah, lots going on across that leaderboard. Any names in there that's jumping out at you that you're saying, you know what, these players could be well and truly up there at the end of this weekend?
Well, one name is Sanjar. Sanjar was got pretty good in the last week of gameplay. They came to play for sure, and now in the second position, they have just lost that top spot to Jamstein. So that's going to be a bit devastating for the Sanjar. Looking down through, we are seeing obviously a few names that we have seen before. A few names that we also have not seen before, the likes of Real Mully, Dries Stowell, Kay Henry. These are names that I've not personally had the pleasure of casting over, and I certainly am very excited to see some new names in the solo queue league. If you have been enjoying the action or you've been enjoying the games yourself, make sure that you do send your friends over to cce.gg to sign up and get casted over with some beautiful gameplay, and then also sign up to premium as well. Mark's already alluded to it. I'm having a quick look right now, and out of that top 5, currently Jamstein, Sanjar, and Genesee, all premium members. They'll be going away with some additional prize money, comparatively to Luigi and 200 Ping God, who will go away with slightly less, because if you're not a premium member, you don't go away with quite as much. But yeah, that is. I'm excited to see some new names.
Sounds
Mark.
like a big incentive if I was them. I'd be like, right, if I know I'm on that performance scale where I'm getting up there and winning money week in, week out, wow, use that money, buy a premium, and make even more money. I mean, it's got to give it. It's an easy way to do things, right? It's just like, oh, this is easy money in the bag. That's what you're looking for. That being said, it's only easy money if players don't up their game every other day. And the more they play, the more they up their game here as well, Ben. It seems to be the case so far. We've seen so many different winners, but so many players that are kind of dead set on and being in that top 20.
Absolutely. Speaking of being in the top 20, we've got the top 26 legends being used here tonight. Currently, Conduit is leading the way in that top spot, with Wraith, Axel, and Mad Maggie following up, and Watson rounding out the top 5. Comparatively to the overall stats, Alta is still your top legend, with Valkyrie and Octane coming in behind. This is obviously over the course of the whole SQL, comparatively to this weekend, but Conduit is seeing a big spike, and it's something which I'm not surprised that Conduit is really, really good this season, and in an SQL setting where your teammates, who knows realistically where they might go. They may well just go on an adventure, and having a Conduit to be able to hit, reset, give that heals, and particularly with the third parties coming in, you can take a fight super quickly, get back up to health, and be ready for the next one. Not surprised to see her at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, definitely not. And speaking about legends in general, are there anyway? Legend bands for their next match. We're going into E District. We're going to have a Crypto, a Gibby, an Altar, and a Valkyrie all banned this time around. Still, once again, 2 rotational characters. Crypto, which is a very big first, pretty much ban every single time in ALGS because of just how good and useful it could be. So they're not going to play that the same way as you would in ALGS when it comes to the Solo Q League. However, a very valuable use of kit that you can use anyway to find your position and find out where enemies are and just sit there waiting in zone, waiting on everybody else rotating towards you. But you've also got a Gibby bubble that you need to contend with. But now that's out the way. You can use things like Watson Newcastle. We never actually see very many Newcastles being used as of late. They used to be such a very high picked legend.
Well, I
And
think
now
with Maggie, that's the
falling off
thing.
with
Is
Maggie, yeah.
when you've got a Maggie in play, Watson becomes a little bit more. Newcastle becomes a little bit more vulnerable. And without, Maggie is still available in this next match. I wouldn't be surprised if we see. Obviously, Axel is not banned in this one, but the Altar banned instead. So we're going to be seeing, I think, quite a bit of Axel here, alongside obviously the Wraith as well, the classic rotation legend. Big shout out, by the way, to the folks watching over on the different platforms on SharePlay right now. We've had Jadam, Sultan, and who's silly stepsis, a little bit of a tongue twister there, have all given a big follow. And thank you so much for joining the stream, joining the community. As a reminder, you need to interact over on SharePlay, because by interacting, you can get yourself some XP, and that XP can go towards a huge amount of things, whether that is the marketplace so that you can customize your profile, but also that XP goes towards entering some tournaments. We've obviously just put a great advert for the Play Bowl. You want to get yourself involved in that. More information will be dropping very soon about the Play Bowl, and I personally can't wait for that. And hopefully they need some casters for that.
I might know a few.
just one or two, you know.
Just a few.
just hit us up, you know.
That
give
might
us
well
a
be
call.
interested.
We can pass on information.
We might be good yappers, casters maybe. We could definitely love to get involved for sure. The Play Bowl, it does look like a very interesting scene, and there's a lot of action going on. They've done it a few times now, and it is very good. It is pretty much two different games that are going to be competing. Fortnite, Apex, both battle royales. There's going to be no build of Fortnite as well, so which is a bonus, I guess, because a lot of people do not like building. And if you're older like me, you can't react quick enough to build. It is just not happening. It is not happening. No chance whatsoever. And if you're playing against a keyboard player, just put my controller down. I'll just stay there. I'm like, sorry, mate, I can shoot you. That's about all I can do.
Well,
but
speaking
Apex is all about shooting, and that's what we're about to do, Ben.
Well, I was gonna say, speaking of controller, big shout out. This beautiful thing right here. I might well even put it to use. You've got one as well. Obviously talking about the Mojang.
Spectating cams.
Yeah, I'm gonna start off this game with a nice little bit of admin cam action. Thanks and courtesy to the Mojang Blitz to make sure that you head over to Mojang CCE UCX 26 for 15% off. It is an unbelievably good controller. 10 out of 10 would recommend, particularly for the price that it's at, and then you get some more money off. Can't say no to that. But we are going to be going into our next game. As we mentioned, this is going to be over on E-District. And as you can see here, currently looking over Mark's favorite POI on the map.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Do definitely love to be involved. I love E-District in general. This E-District is a great map to watch over. I feel like it is very fast paced still, and that's the downside of it, especially in solo queue league, is people just run at each other. And in one way, there's loads of places you can go and hide from in multiple levels. It does not happen here in solo queue. Like, you do not see 3 or 4 teams residing in one building. Sadly, it isn't the case. They don't think about that. They're thinking, I want kills. We're going to chase them down. We're going to look for action as quickly as we possibly can. And we're going to see a lot of that right here, right now, heading into it. You're going to see, like we said, lots of Axel being picked as the first pick player. They're like, I'm taking that right away. That is my first go-to. Spurdy, Dodgy, I mean, Grindworthy as well, Shinnery, they're all going to be rotating so quickly around this map.
A lot of caustic as well, which is something you absolutely hate to see. I mean,
I love it. What do you mean? I love those barrows. My favorite.
Yeah, we've got what? We've got Vagabond, Caleb, we've got Jadam, we've got Moth Chit Man, Chit. We've got both Moth Chit Man and Chit and Killers and Joker. So much caustic out here.
I thought you were having a fit, man. Chit, man. I was like, wait, what is he reading? I'm like, oh, wow. Right, on board though. Quacks and Sacks squad. This time is Joker and Y Manic, but we're going to go for a nice little flyover to get to see this beautiful map, the beautiful colors and scenery that we do have here in E-District. Well, everything else, like we said, how quickly are we going to get action here? Round 1 Here we go. Thinking this beautiful map. Who's going to be the first to fall? I don't know. This could be an interesting one. Humbert Labs in Old Town tends to be a very first off battle that we will see on E-District. Will we see that this time around? Team 5 is down there in Humbert Labs, getting as much resources as they can possibly get. And you can see where that zone is going to be pulling. If we are going northeast side, we might actually get my POI.
This could be a Galleria. This could well indeed pull up there. We're now going to be waiting on Vagabond Caleb to head over to that beacon, hit that for us so that we can see exactly where we're going to be going.
It's not.
Let's go. There we go, Vagabond. And it is going to be a horrendous bounce back over towards Energy Bank Way. Is this touching over here? This is not quite touching. I do think this is probably going to end over here in Energy Bank. So, quite obviously, our first fight, as it always is in a district, we're going to be getting Team 5, the Humbert Labs team, up against our Old Town team of team number 20. And Quacks on Sax is now going to be getting Axel ultimated. Is going to be queuing away and trying to do what they can, but is still being chased down by this. Thankfully, is going to be able to destroy that, but they took so much damage on that push. So he's now going to have to rely on the teammates to try and hold this one down while he heals on up.
Thankfully has the Cosmic Banner though, so they can stop that rotation coming in. They're not going to force a way through the gas to get there. They need to find another way around just now, or at least try and take that out of action. Number 5 though. They're a very strong squad. And Vagabond been playing quite some time in solo queue league. General's been around a little bit as well now, so they're definitely getting used to how they take these battles. Still 20 squads as well. Surprisingly, this battle has gone on for some time. Nobody wanting to peek up and be that first team to fall yet.
No, so we're going to go bounce over to Team 11, who are in a slightly more an immediate engagement. And they are going to be getting Maggie queued. Moth Chip Man on the height.
Wow.
And some good damage with the R301 from afar.
Nades there. Rockstar will send them away. The nade will follow up. It's already changed position. Down below there here. Team 4 is going to start getting involved here as well. They're coming in from the southern side. Neon Square. They might third party this and get involved between Team 11 and 12. Are they going to spot it though? Because Team 11 will be the one in the middle of the action. Team 6 just go down first though. So they'll be out of the action and requeuing for that next map that opens on up.
Wait, are we? This is Arctic right here. This might well be the pro player Arctic, who he gets taken on down. That is a surprise. Arctic trying to get aggressive, and it's lovely to see some EMEA representation in this. But unfortunately, they are going to be getting taken on out by Moth Chip Man, TTV, and Binmax. But now they are going to fall themselves. Team 11 are in such a rough position after holding off the push from Arctic and co. They are now getting aggressed upon by Hazel.
That's not who you want to be seeing on the other end when you're down in your weekend. Hazel, very aggressive player, very good player at that as well. So much action now happening. Team 20 and Team 5 still fighting down at Humbert and Old Town. It's going to be Team 17, Team 9 and Team 16 getting into an action with Team 1 sandwiched between it. That's going to be an interesting battle over towards our easterly side. Well, we're still here with Team 4 who managed to stay alive, not avoiding too much hassle from Team 11 as well.
As we are going to be getting Chit, who is going to be putting some barrels out, trying to
I swear you just want to keep saying that name. You just keep
I don't know what you said. I'm just saying Chit.
It's either that or it's Moth Chip Man. Either one. We're jumping on board with them too. Meanwhile, Mix Max team goes down. He's the last one to fall. Team 11 gets eliminated by Hazel. Here we are on Team 17. Cosmic Banner is going out, having to make their way forward.
As we go over to team number 16, who are going to be in a fight, and Rusky gets taken on down. It's just up to Call Me Born.
Born?
Who is now saying call me an ambulance, if I'm being completely honest.
Unborn. I get it.
Jason Bourne.
He's calling his teammate, and that's what he's doing. He's gonna stick this. He's gonna go for the death box res. But look at that name. He's gonna force himself off of it.
Oh my
Gets the
gosh,
res done,
revived and then instantly taken down. That was insane there. Shank Sosa instantly eliminating that revived player, but call me Born, call me a death box.
I mean, that's an extra KP, right? You just get him down for the second time and get 3 kills for the price of 2. So why not? That is the best way to do it. Here, you got team 8 versus team 10 on the easterly side. We're on board though with team number 9. Yeah,
And they've taken them down.
17.
We go over to team 8 as mentioned, and they've just absolutely wiped that team. There is, however, going to be 2 players. No, well, just 1 player left of team 13. They're going to trying to get the finish onto one of them. Spurday goes inside of this building, trying to spot out
a little bit though for team 13.
Bruno made it out. Brilliantly done there by Bruno, as Lotus Nesu is getting kills in the feed. Let's find out where that is. It's going to be team 17.
We should go there.
Team 17 against team number 9.
The
Jaden Lotus
movement.
Nesu. Let's see what he can do. Look at that. Sway side to side alternator. Saying you'll find 2 of them as well. Team 17 go down. Lotus Nesu is your kill leader. And they have got all of that eastern side all to themselves. Not having to worry about a third party. Can get a quick reset and get into it. Now we get back into it. And now team number 13. Who now forced the Axel away into that zone. And Maggie though is going to have to set Spurdy back as well. Managed to get Strange Max back up, so at least he's not on a 1-man ban, but Strange Max might have just over-peaked that. Taking too much damage for it, can't really challenge it, potentially. Maggie Bomb might come in to fight them. There we go. Down. Wingman, Golden, chasing the Axel with the speed that they have. Chases us down, takes down Strange Max for a second time. And now, Strange Max will be finished off. Not going to protect it with that shield anymore. Wingman in face.
And it's going to be Shiny Mega Rayquaza, who thinks about sticking the revive. Instead, is now going to be looking out for try and find a player, as we are going to be having Team 18 pretty nearby to this as well. And then there's going to be Spurdy, of course, as that solo, who's now going deep into the zone. Team 4 are going to be in a fight, though, over towards Energy Bank.
Here's a weakened. Oh my god, weakened so much that have to back down from there. In a position where Reed is really looking to try and get out with the balloon as well, but he's still up in that position, and now gonna get landed upon as well. Grieved, being harassed. Oh, that's the worst part as well. You try to get out there, you try to use the mantle boost, so you get stuck. Being the last, but managed to stay alive. Genesee made sure teammates are going to be helping him in this battle, and now there goes the ultimate. Going to send him sky high, easy pickings, and there we go. Team 18 eliminated. Genesee forcing his way forward even more so. An aggressive player, and look at this challenge. Axel v Axel slides through the boost, but it's Genesee that comes out on top.
They have got to be careful, though, because Team 15 are approaching this from the west-hand side. They are now going to be taking that height using a Horizon. You've also got Team 1, who are also getting into the action as well. Team 1.
Two-man bans just now. They're too far. Too raw for you, and dodgy, I guess I'm going to say, is the easy one, because everything else is a bit confusing.
No, oh my gosh. Nunu just about getting through. Zozo did get taken on down. And there is now going to be players looking at them from the tunnel, and that is going to be Team 1 who are looking at them. An evac tower has been placed. Probably more of a distraction more than anything. As Nunu is doing a good job of surviving. Genesee.
No idea how they do it.
Just about getting behind that cover. And it's Maggie Q's onto this now. We're going to bounce over to team number 7, who are going to be in a fight up against team 6. It's going to be the duo of team 7. They've got to be careful. This is on the south side of Energy Bank. The charged up Sentinel. Not quite hitting as Lassum gets taken down to just 75 HP. is now getting Maggie queued. 1 second until the queue comes out. And has just found a lovely little overflow. Can't complain about that.
No, definitely not something that will help you get back in the fight as quickly as possible. But no, when that happens, you just get taken instantly down from the Rayquaza. Atom down, teammate look at the stick it, but hell, I'm pretty sure that would be a Hail Mary opportunity to try and pick that one off and just not flare off in the air with your ultimate. That drill's going to damage you. You're going to try and force it with a PK, but that's not going to happen. Rayquaza, make sure that Hale is out of his way, and Team 7 get eliminated in 8th place. 7 squads remain. Team 4 versus Team 2. Next up on our screens here is Nunu. Cross over to the building. They're pretty much easy pickings here for Nunu as well. Players just like, I'm getting shot, but I don't know where it is. Hazel goes down. And it's all courtesy of Genesee from the other side.
And now Genesee has put out an ultimate, is trying to find where the player is. And now they are behind the Havoc with the 2 to 4 times doing so much damage. The movement from Genesee, just trying to survive. They drop down to the very low ground, and the Axel Q just sends them to their death. Just down to Nunu left remaining. There is one player just up ahead of them. Unfortunately, with so many eyes on this fight now, it's going to be very tough for Nunu to get Genesee back into the fight. However, actually, Team 1 are just down to 1 player, so there is an opportunity for this. Team 4 are the team, though, that are going to be coming in looking to try and clean this one up if they can. And also Team 13 have just arrived as well. This is insane. So many teams in this area as Plus Plus takes the height with a Revenant of all characters. First time we've seen a Revenant here this evening. As a Watson team on the bridge is going to be Team 13, and they've got their pylon destroyed.
Yep. Team 13, a great spot. I feel like they can watch over all 3 teams that are fighting out here. Team 4, Team 2, and Team 1. But 13, they might get too aggressive and push their way in. Spurdy has done so, using that Axel to try and close the gap. But unfortunately, it has to drop back instead. Sparrow does the same. Takes too much damage. Can't really take a forced fight here. Well, they're chasing Team 4. They're trying to get away. Now it's all down to Hazel. Meantime, Team 2 go down as well. We are left with just 6 squads remaining, Ben.
6 squads remaining. Currently, it is just up left to Golden. One of the boys. And he's just waiting for Shiny Mega Rayquaza to get finished right now.
Yeah, we've got this, the joyful part of just get me over with, because the longer I wait, the more vulnerable I become. Golden hasn't got anybody to worry about. Well, that being said, Team 20, they were wise to hear an energy bank, and they started to force their way forward. Got the death box recovery opportunity now, so you have got the chance to get. But the rep player won't be too far away for now. Team 8.
Team 4, 1 player left remaining is going to be Hazel. Hazel gets a great knock there onto Eboden. Here's a player down beneath. And is now going to Sparrow ultimate inside of the building. That is a really good Sparrow ultimate, and it's also a really good Maggie Q as well. They're going to put another Sparrow ultimate on the door to try and stop any push, but the Kraber coming in from Spurdy. We're going to obviously get on board with Spurdy's POB. Oh, not quite hitting with that one. Unfortunately, also not an unlimited ammo Kraber, so it's going to have to be a little bit more precise. And Bowden just giving the shot an absolute gift, and a great finish there coming in from the team. That first nade not quite hitting as well as you would have liked. They're now going to put an Axel ultimate inside of the building. The Axel ultimate does get destroyed, as Axel's now going to get back up onto the heights. There is a player to the right, and the Kraber. Can they lock eyes on this?
Imagine being gifted an easy shot like that. Just standing in the window, open, easy pickings. This one's not going to be given to him as easy. So you can see that highlight, but he knows there's a player behind that rock. He also knows there's a team in the building.
And it's another Kraber. Zero
Kraber
has...
v Kraber damage. Oh no.
And it's going to be a Maggie with a Kraber. This is an absolutely terrifying combination. The Maggie swings around that corner, cracks the Revenant. The Revenant goes down. And the player, they are sticking the revive. It is a bold choice, and it is not the right one. Zero picking up the kills, along with Lotus getting one as well. And now we're going to be getting a push up here by this other team. The Maggie puts a Q behind the wall, destroys the Axel ultimate, but in doing so, gets distracted, and it's now just down to a Bowden, and Bowden goes down, and Quacks on Sax takes down all 3 players right now. Quacks is going crazy.
Quacks and Sacks looking for the dub that he missed out on in the last game here. Now looking at 7 kills to his name. G7 Scout, a devotion, and you know what? There's only one player that they have to worry about in team number 8. It is Golden. Can he 1v3 for the dub? Or is that going to be a little too far-fetched? Another Pokemon reference there. Funny that. There we go. All I've been doing is pulling them and seeing them in my face. Golden, no. Too late. Don't survive much of this. Die to the smoke. Die to the corners. Team number 20 though. They come out on top, and Quacks and Sacks comes out with a 7-kill game. Manic and Joker hit 7 together, and that'll be a total of 14 kills for the win. Very good score indeed. And Quacks and Sacks just wanting to make sure he can force his way up that leaderboard and show exactly what he's doing here. Might be his tournament. Might be his idea. But he's also wanting to be on top of that too.
Go here, refresh, give you the latest results there. Quacks and Sacks coming out as your damage and your kill leader, 3.2k damage. Only 7 kills.
That's the team damage, isn't it?
No, in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see there, Quacks on Sacks as your damage leader.
I'm
and
looking at the damage on the I'm just, yeah, didn't even see that there.
That's all good. It's all good. We can blame it being late here in the UK. It's been a long day.
Not yet. Oh, it's 10. It's kind of late. Yeah.
It's 11. It's 11.
Always late.
It's always late over here. Absolutely. Well, Quacks on Sacks coming out as your damage leader and your kill leader. The fact that they only got 7 kills for 3.2 damage does seem a little harsh, because with that much damage, you're like, oh, surely you can get quite a lot of kills here.
Yeah,
7.
Don't believe me. I know. I'm always on the end of how many damage I get and getting no kills whatsoever. It's just ridiculous. I just get griefed. I don't know why. I could be like 5,000 damage and get 2 kills in a game, and I'm like, what? How? How is that even possible? That being said, though, person that's getting a lot of damage in these lobbies is still going to be Jam Steam and Sanjar. 200. Pen God has been getting mostly placements though. As you can see, the difference in kills is far different there. More than doubled the amount of kills that 200 ping has got. But you know what? Still up there on that leaderboard, because placement points are key. They're very much beneficial, just like they would be if we were playing Comp, Apex, and LGS. It all matters, and for the most part, get yourself in placement positions, get yourself to that end zone, get yourself fighting for the dub, because that will shoot you skyrocketing right up through that leaderboard.
It most certainly will there. You can see that placement isn't, as we say, placement is important. Currently, I mean, a great representation of that is 5th place position currently has 42 kills. However, they are behind both Luigi and 200 Pink God purely based on placement. And that alone shows that actually you don't necessarily need to be playing for as many kills. You don't need to WQ everything in this. The solo queue league, obviously there are going to be some players that do feel that they've got that potential, that they can go push everything. But actually getting yourself a good spot in zone might well just guarantee you a top 5. And from there, you can pick up your kills, you can pick up your assists, and get yourself up that leaderboard into the placements. I can see over the course of this last game, we've had some really good, some lovely interaction over on Shareplay. Lonely No and Christ Seeker have both given us a follow, and thank you so much for being here, as well as Gino21 as well. The Snowman has also said, if you don't have premium, what percentage do you get? And that is a great question. And if you go over to the CCE.gg, I'm going to drop that into the chat so that you, if you're not already aware, you're able to go and engage with it. But if you go to the rankings and the overall leaderboard, you'll see how much the difference is between the premium and the normal currency. I believe that first place goes away with 100. I think second, if you're not on premium, you'll go away with something like 50 or 60. So you're almost getting double.
I think it was
If you're on premium.
75, wasn't it, for premium? Without premium, but I can't remember. Actually, it's been a while.
It's
Yeah,
been
for
a
some
while.
reason the leaderboard isn't showing that anymore, but it did. It showed it in 2 different colors, but we're just promoting the premium.
Just promoting the premium, so that's
The
what you want.
premium.
That's what you want. The also thing as well is not just the percentage, because with premium we give money away out until 25th position, whereas if you're not premium, then it's only up until 15th. So you need to have a really good week if you want to get into the top 15. Whereas with premium, get a little bit of leeway with it, and that is definitely what you want to be targeting, trying to get into that top 25 with premium, get yourself some money, and push yourself further on up. We are closing in on our next game. You can see down the bottom. There we go. Am I pointing? Yeah, I am. Right. 50,
somewhere down there.
Somewhere down this way. 54 players in the queue right now. Once we hit that lovely 60-point marker, we will be jumping into our next game. So if you want to, make sure that you head over to cce.gg. Make sure that you are following, joining in on the action, and getting some lovely people to cast over you. By people, I do mean obviously Mark of G cast. He is lovely. We're gonna hit you with a very short intermission, sponsored by the incredible folks over at Mojang. They are an incredible controller. We've already mentioned and spoken about how good they are, but they have been sponsoring this along with obviously everybody scrolling down the bottom of the screen, and we thank all of you sponsors for being here. Mojang, over to you. and we are back. We are about to jump into our next game. And Mark, where are we going to be heading next?
World's Edge. We're going to. We're going to have bans from Mad Maggie, Octane, Alter, and Crypto. What
Lovely.
a bunch of changes. I like the fact that Octane, that's the one character that frustrates me massively because my movement is slow as it is. You put me up against an Octane who knows how to move, I'm lost. I'm like, where'd it go? Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, okay, don't matter.
Now the question
you know what?
is,
Don't have
would
to
you
worry
would
about
you
it now.
prefer? I mean, you're saying that Octane's bad. Axel, I think, is even worse, to be honest. Particularly when you've already seen some incredible movement legends playing here this evening, and the thought of going up against one of these guys on Axel is actually terrifying.
I think
can't
I've killed
lie.
more Axos than I've killed Octanes, though. I don't know why.
Interesting.
But I feel like Octanes always throw me. Because
I-
it's like they're obviously getting a little bit more health with their stem and stuff as well. So then, it just fries me. I'm confused by what goes on.
that's
Like they
completely
seem to
fair.
be able to like bounce all over the joint. Axel is getting I've got instantly speed, and most of the people that don't know movement, when they get that, they speed up that quickly, they lose track of where they're going and they hit walls. I mean, that's what I do anyway. So I mean, it's a little bit easier to hit them and to stop them in their tracks.
That's completely fair enough. Completely fair enough. Well, as you mentioned, we are going to be heading on over to World's Edge. No Mad Maggie in this one, which I've already called out as a super powerful legend in the space. And without Mad Maggie in here, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a potential now we might see a little bit of Gibraltar as well. We've got no Crypto, no Mad Maggie. There's a chance for Gibraltars to come into the action now because there's no opportunity for anybody to destroy those bubbles.
None at all. None at all. I want to see some Fuse. Like, I've really enjoyed watching some POVs of Fuse where they're just using the clusters to jump up and down and traverse across the map and just like I actually watched a video. I think it was on TikTok as well, right? And this guy just like cycled and cycled and cycled using his abilities, and I was like, and including the ult, and I was like, because it recharges it, and I'm like, just is that possible? Like, I'm like, what every single time he does damage, he was just recycle. I was like, holy, I need to use this, but I would not be doing that much damage. Like, there is no chance in hell. But if you can do it, why not?
Why not, indeed? Looking here at Lava Siphon as we're about to jump on through. Who have we got in this game? That's a question. I'm having a
I
quick
mean,
look
we definitely
here.
have Gino, that's for sure. Gino 21 is the one banner man. I can't read the other banners; they're so far away. I'm like, oh yeah, great. I've been shown on the banner, but you can't read me, unfortunately. Yeah.
In we do go though to this one. There's a few names that I'm starting to see. Shankso, we've already seen Shankso Sosa with some absolutely disgusting beams, playing in team number 16 alongside Silent and Numberku. We've also got a few other players in here, such as Nunu on team number 4. And Nunu is going to be rocking the Valkyrie. And as a hardcore forever Valkyrie main, I am always a big fan of that pick. Looking on through, we've also got the shiny Mega Rayquaza. Whilst we wait for this next one to go in, you've obviously been, Mark, getting into your Pokemon once again, ripping some decks, building your collections, and I want to know what your favorite Pokemon is, and if you're currently trying to build a collection.
I mean, I would love to build a collection of my favorite Pokemon, although I did not have that funding to be able to do that on my favorite one. Because my favorite is none other than probably one of the most favorite ones for most people is Charizard, and always has been ever since Gen 1 came out. I was always a Charmander wee man, picking him up as my starter Pokemon and building up to that. Mighty Charizard, that's my favorite. That's why I bought the Charizard box set, and I've still got another one here with the ready to open because it was a gift for Father's Day, which is early because Father's Day is obviously next weekend. Oh no, 2 weekends away, something like that. The wife bought me it because she knows I'm away for that weekend. So she's like, "I'll get you now. Do you want it now?" She's like, "I was like, yeah, okay, why not?" Can't open it though because I've got to open it for a video. Because I've got something special to open too alongside it, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, Charizard would be my go-to. What about yourself, Ben? Have you got a favorite Pokemon?
That's a great
Do
question.
you even follow Pokemon enough to have one?
So, I mean, I Wait, but we're getting into a bit of a fight already. Where is this fight happening?
It's team number 9.
Team 9 and 60, and it's just down to Gino. You mentioned that that was the only banner in which you could see, and now that banner is the last player left remaining. Silent, HL, and Number Key taking down those 2 players of Amzex and Sanjar. And Sanjar, once we got into this lobby and Sanjar was leading it, now, Sanjar is potentially going to be one of the first teams going out, and since we've gotten to stream, they have not been having a fun time of this one. Gino doing what they can, and Dryce Stoll gets put on down. Just like that, Team 19 wipe out Team 9, and we're going to be getting another fight now because they're actually getting third-partied potentially, and this is going to be the killers of the first 2 players of Team 16 are now going to push up onto the third-partying team. And Team 19 right now are in a world of pain.
Yep, tries. Still down. Blaze. Wicked, but there you go. Speed it on past him. Blaze goes down. Call me Born left alive, and now runs out of ammo. This is going to be able to take out. He does. He takes down Jam's team as well. That's another player in the top of that leaderboard here as well. And that is a fantastic player to be taken down. Unfortunately, won't last for long, and you will be eliminated yourself. Team 13 go out.
Team 3 are here already. This is what, a 5th party right now? This is utterly insane right now. 15 squads already left remaining, 5 out of this one. And there's potentially going to be another one soon as well.
Yeah, it could well be. Now let's look in that case here. A 16 trying to force Team 3 down, and Quacks on sacks, going from winning the lobby to potentially going out in the 4-team spot. He's using the axle though, so has a chance to boost and speed away from there. 16 are going to be hot on his tail as he heads through the landslide, looks to go through the gap in the mountainside. He's going to get away, and I think he might escape. 16 aren't as fast as Team 3 are traversing this map. Look over at Skyhook though. No, wait a minute, where are we looking here?
We're looking down Thermal Station. Team number 8.
I was going to say go Skyhook because there's a freeway, but there's a freeway down this way too. So either way, we're looking on board. There is Pokemon to be seen. And there we go. Plaza's taken down. Singularity looking to be taken potentially as well here as he's getting forced upon from Fest. His teammate is there, but not going to be able to protect him, overlooking him. It's going to be a difficult situation to fight here because both ends of this tunnel, you have it opposition. Fet goes down, and now Singularity using the horizon to get out. This is a good battle to take though, but there'll be more than one member remaining to fight you, and unfortunately, you're in the open. Somehow, is surviving long enough.
I mean, there's another team coming in as well. This is going to be Team 16 who are also here as well. The Singularity is trying to do what they can to survive.
How? How has he survived for so long?
Oh, there he is. Team 8 has gone. Wow. We bounced on over to Team 5, who were the killers, and now Team 16, who did come over from Harvester, are now going to be pushing up against Team number 11.
Yeah, World's Edge is looking like it's going to be a fest of teams going out early. Gonna see if any more kills in that kill feed. 14 squads remaining, 38 players in total remain. 16 forcing fights everywhere around the map so far, early doors. Taking the chase down team number 11. Real Mully. Hayden goes down. Real Mully is so close. He goes down too. It's all down to 5.
Valkyrie v Valkyrie action here. A battle for the skies. A battle for Thermal Station, and my god, Team 16 have wiped that one out. Team 14 now in an engagement over towards the little no-name area between Fragment and the Geyser.
It's a freeway fight here as well. Team 15 is about to get involved from the northern side of Fragment here as well. Team 4, Team 14, Team 18 all involved in this battle. And it's Chico and Cheat and Hazel and Nunu.
Nunu gets taken on down. And now the teams are pushing. They can potentially shoot from afar. They're waiting for those shots. And that's... Oh my gosh. Nunu gets taken on down. It's just down to Mixmax, who's doing what they can with the single Mozambique. And now it's just down to Electro Boom.
He's in the zone as well. And he's going to take too much damage. Team 15 win that battle. And Peter bought Where are you, my clarity? And
Oh, great song,
the
by
way
the way.
through.
Absolutely great song. Next time they get a kill, I'll sing it. We'll sing it for you. But you've got to get some more kills. Clarity. Yeah, all right.
I don't know if I know the song. I'm not.
Oh,
gonna lie.
surely you do. Why are you my clarity? Woo-doo. No, all right. It's an
I
absolute.
still don't know it.
No, you still don't know it. It's an absolute
Not
banger.
from
It's
that,
a
I'm sorry.
banger of a song.
I probably do know, but Team 10, Team 12, sticking the res here. Strange Max will get back up. Team 12 though are going to be trying to force this fight. Though they've got a weakened opposition, can't get a position here to take some shots to them. Valkyrie takes to the skies. Atlantic, what are you doing? Can you get a position? His position is given away. The spiral goes down though. Miguel in the open on the rock. And now they're trying to escape through the portal. Instead, Mantic takes it instead. I was like, right, I'm going to go through here. We're going to get an easy kill. And Amazing, sorry. Goes down.
One player left remaining on this team, and Team 12 are out for the count. Brilliantly done by Team 10, stopping the push. We have a look at the map, and it does look like we have got Team 16 potentially landing on Team 2's head, which we'll have to keep an eye on. But we are going to be continuing to pull down towards this south-hand side of the map. It may well bounce up towards a lava siphon area or go over towards Dome. We'll have to wait and see, as Team 16 now do seem to be pushing up onto Team number 2.
They've got 13 kills so far as well. They're just absolutely running the lobby so far. They're looking to chase 4 kills. They're Team 3. They're inside the net. Inside these buildings, sorry, they're not nuts. What am I talking about? And they're trying to chase them as much as possible here for more KP. They've done a fantastic job so far. See, Quacks and Sacks goes down. Here we go. Now, looking to finish off Team 3. Long tree. Shinobi goes down now. Now a chance to finish off the remaining member.
By the way, big shout out right now to the Valkyrie of Shankso. Goes into the sky, is going to be able to giving wall hacks through these walls right now to allow Silent and Number to push on up. Silent is now going to go up onto the height. One player left remaining on the team. It's just going to be the Bangalore. Longtree out for the count. We look at this map and see that Team 1 is now going to be approaching for that third party. They've got to be careful, as it's going to be Genesee, Zozo, and Grieved.
A risky fight to take though. Blue Shields versus Purple, and Team 16 have been running it so far. But if you're a player like Genesee, you're not going to care what you're rocking. You're going to hope for the best, that you can hit your shots, and he does. Silent goes down, but he does get traded back out. 2v2 scenario, no, Zozo and Grieved. What are they going to do against Team 16? Can they find an opportunity? No, Zozo. He can't. He goes down. And now it's all down to Grieve, trying to get Genesee back into the fight.
Manages to get them in, as Zozo unfortunately DCs from this. So Zozo is not going to be getting back in. They're going to be having to play this one as a duo, our Team number 1, which is a little bit of a shame. We look at this ring, and Team 15, Team 5 are fighting.
He wants Genesee to win and distract it back. Nah, sorry. I don't get in the battle. We're not allowed to be part of this. This is having a sticky situation, but now even a stickier situation is that he's going to face up against Team number 5, who also got Lava Side from Team number 15, chasing them down as well. This is going to be a 4-way battle at the north side of the map, with leaving only 2 remaining squads down in the zone in launch site.
Oh my gosh, he didn't even see anybody there.
Just trying to chop him out. I love it.
With the lightsaber heirloom as well.
Zoom. Zoom.
Well, while that happens, Team 10 do look like they are in a fight. You asked for Fuse. We'll have to wait till the next game. The Strange Max has gone on down. Rensolations is on the height, though. Reloading that R99 before dropping down is the smart play. A shield swap, though, did come out for the Caustic, and it's just going to be Joker left remaining. It's a 1 versus 1. Rensolations versus the Caustic, and Axel versus Caustic, and the Caustic gets the better. Joker does a wonderful job of that, and they're now going to be able to get the revive onto Wedge, and actually there's another fuse here, so it was fuse for fuse in that fight. Meanwhile, Team 15 are going to be using that Valkyrie to go on in. They're going to land on a
The mythic.
lovely mythic bin.
Team 16 fly over the top of them as well. I noticed they're there, but they're heading towards Team 2 because Team 2 are weakened down. So this is a chance for Team 16 for more KP if they can find their way in. There's one player. Can he peek it and get the shots to hit? He's getting a good ones here from Souza, and his teammate will help him out. Now, trying to escape his Joker, but shot to the back. Easy pickings, and Team 2 gets eliminated, but following in is going to be Team number 15.
Brilliantly done there from Souza. Gets a shield swap and then a really good spray to stop the push from coming in. As now number 3 tries to take a little bit of an angle with the Wraith portal. Thankfully, they're going to be able to Q on back. And now Silent is going to push on out. Why are you my Clarity? Why are you on the floor, my friend? And to the enemy, Silent is saying, why are you running? Why are you running? Down you go. Clarity out. And it's now just going to be one player left remaining. It's just going to be the Valkyrie. And it is just going to be Team 16 who are wiping this lobby. 11 kills already to Silent. We've got 7 for Shaxo. And we've got 3 for Number. This is 21 kills right now, folks. This is an unbelievable showing from the squad.
Yeah, 21 kills, and there's still a
Kramer.
lot more to be had. It's Dogs.
It's
Taking down number Q.
There's 2 Kramers. There's now 2 Kramers in the lobby, and they both belong to team number 5.
Let's see if they can close out and stop 16 in their tracks.
Not quite hitting that one. We're just bouncing between the Kramer shots, and Shangso gets taken on down. Unfortunately, they don't have a legend who can push up on this. If they had an Ashe, it would have been an instant push using the ultimate. Back on with Dog's POV. Dog's not able to hit that one. I'm liking this, being able to just bounce between the 2 Kramer cams. It's great.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see if we can get one of these Kramer cams to hit its target right on its mark and do its job. But meanwhile, there's only one more team that's remaining out of this battle, and that is Genesis squad. And guess what? He's all alone, at least based off of my perceiving. Both teammates decided we're having none of it.
Oh my gosh, why are you looting? You know that there's a Kramer?
He's 150 but stays alive though. I wonder what he got. I wonder if it was worth it. Worth the 150 attack. Now they come out of the building trying to use it. Can he predict the shot? Oh, he can. It's Doug's. Not connecting there, but they are known exactly where their opposition may well be heading towards. And then they open another easy shot. Doggy and Dodgy and Dogs. My God. Validis with the Kravers. Just missing out again.
2 bullets left remaining here for Dogs. They're going to have to try and make it count. We jumps back at Dodgy, who's got 4 bullets left. So 6 Kraber bullets left remaining between these 2. As Dogs gets taken on down. And it's going to be to Silent to the ring, which is just going to allow Silent to push on up. And now they've got Axel ultimated just down to the Bandana Kid. And they have just been absolutely wiped from this lobby. This final player swings on through. Genesee taken on down. And an absolute just destruction from them. 25 kills are your first place team. My lord, that was incredible.
Well, silent but deadly. The name and the kills. 14 kills by one man himself. That is an absolute routing and a fantastic showing here in Solo Q League. Very well played. Shanko, Souza, and number Q as well, getting their kills as well. Add to that 25 tally. That is definitely going to be a game changer on the leaderboard.
It certainly is. There we go. 25 kills. Silent Hill with both 14 kills and 3.5k damage is going to be your leader of both of those. Over almost 7k, is that? Or is that 6 point? Is that 6-8 or is that 6-0?
6-8, yeah, 6-8, 6-5.
Oh my god, that is an unbelievable showing from that team. Almost 7k damage between them. Fully deserved the victory there, you do have to say. And what that shows as well is that everybody else in this lobby struggled to pick up any type of kills there. 9 goes to your 6th place team of Rensolations, Strange Max, and Wymatic, and then nobody else got above 5. It was top heavy, to say the least. In the overall standings, this is how we are currently looking.
Not changed to the top 3 or the top 5. Is this changing? I don't feel like the name's changed. Surely people have changed and got more points in this. It seems very little, unless it's the change of the system is just making things different, because my Manic is still there.
Well, we've seen Joker has pushed up.
Sosa is there.
Yeah. I think that it just must be that people who... Let's have a quick look at the latest match here. We've got Silent, Number, and Shanso. So Shanso has now managed to pull themselves up into 17th position from that. So a good showing. I think a few more of those games, and I can definitely see Shanso getting on up there. It doesn't look like, though, the rest of the team have made their way up into the top 20 yet. So they're going to have to keep playing some games, keep on getting some kills, and keep on getting that lovely placement. Because that's what we're seeing right now, is it? Even though, for instance, 6th position, Boku has got 625 points and 42 kills. You've currently got a 22 kill, 200 ping god, currently rocking that 3rd place position because of placement alone. So it shows how important place can be, Mark. And I would highly recommend it, folks. Get yourself into that top 3, and you're just pushing yourself up that leaderboard, getting the money.
Speaking about places to be, right? Placement is brilliant. But a place to be is CCE.gg. Get yourself signed up, get yourself involved, because we want as many players here participating. Makes it difficult for everybody that's already top of that leaderboard and getting their premium prizes every single week in, week out. Give them an opposition to make it even more difficult by playing it yourself. Maybe get yourself to win that. Top 5 member gets you a chance to win premium, which means then the next time you can go on and earn that money from it. So get involved. Also, sign up to shareplay.tv. Get yourself a play tag as well. That way you can watch it. That earns towards the battle pass that comes with the CCE side of things as well. Because the more you chat, the more you interact, you share, you like the stream, you do everything else like that with the Shareplay, it will help you towards battle pass, which then could give you some free premium, can give you some extra things as well, leading the way through that nice, beautifully put together battle pass that we have for the solo queue league as well. So get involved with that for sure. We're waiting on the next lobby to be getting set up. With Ben, are we hitting us with another small advert before we get going? Because
absolutely
got a wee bit of a wait potentially. We'll wait and see. But we're not far off. We've got quite more games coming your way, hopefully.
Well, hopefully it won't be so much of a wait. We've got 49 people in the queue down there. The best way to speed it up, CCE.gg. Sign yourself up. It's super easy. I can see Twist in the Shareplay chat has asked, how do I join a game? You just head to CCE.gg, you sign yourself up, and you enter the queue. It's as easy as that. Get yourself in. Get yourself playing. Doesn't matter what platform you're on. We want to see you in here. We'll be back in just a second. This advert sponsored by the wonderful folks over at Shareplay, and of course, that incredible Shareplay Play Bowl that's coming up soon.
Shareplay. 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 Shareplay.
Welcome back, everyone. Back to the Solo Queue League by myself and Bane here for your Friday night action. We're heading back to World's Edge for this next matchup here. When the legend bands this time around, Mad Maggie, Axel, Conduit, and Crypto. Got the four of them done. You know what? Very similar to the last one on World's Edge, except you've got a Conduit this time as the band. one. It makes the difference instead of the Gibby, which I'm sure it was last time round. But there we go. Let's see if that makes any change in how this game plays out. Are we going to see a 25 kill game on World's Edge? Or are we going to see a little bit more spread out in the kills department across the other teams this time around, Ben?
That is the question to ask. Heading over, as we mentioned, to World's Edge. I said, oh, is there going to be any Gibraltar picks in the last one with no Mad Maggie, no Crypto? I don't think there was a single Gibraltar. So it really does seem that players are going for full-on ape mode. With no Axel in the picks, I wouldn't be surprised if we're seeing a lot of Valkyrie and Alter. Obviously some of the Wraith as well in this one. But yeah, players are getting aggressive. And also with no Mad Maggie, we might see a couple fuses once again. I know that you wanted a little bit of fuse action. We saw a very brief little bit of it. But as we do load into this game, shout out to Ibby, who has said Mewtwo is the best Pokemon. Which, I mean, what are your thoughts on that there, Mark?
I mean, I was saying in the break there. I agree. Mewtwo's a great card, but it's a legendary, so I don't really count it as like going for a better one. It's like that was the go-to chase when you were playing Pokemon when you first got the game, right, on your Game Boy. If you're old enough to remember that, that's the question, because a lot of you might not be. But yeah, that was the chase. That was what you were looking for. You were trying to capture that legendary Mewtwo. So I mean, I could understand why it's your favorite, but yeah, it's a bit standard. My Charizard's pretty standard, to be fair, either as well. So I mean, there's nothing. It's the strange people that are like Sandslash is my favorite, or Doug Trio. You know, you're a bit like, oh, you okay? You been living on the ground? like, you sure? Okay.
To be
but
fair,
there's so many new Pokemon nowadays. I look at them and I'm like, there's what 1,025 of them now, something like that. I'm like, that's disgusting. Like, I don't remember. Like after Gen 3, I think I started to lose track of who was who. Just too many.
Just too many.
But now that I'm pulling packs, I'm seeing more. So starting to get used to seeing some of the similar faces, because I seem to pull the same bloody card all the time and not the big ones. But I did hit a Mega Charizard EX.
Ooh, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff.
Let's
well,
go.
I think, to be fair, I've got a pretty basic pick as well. I just love a bit of Bulbasaur. Just because, you know, it's just a classic. He's just classic. Again, very basic. You can tell that you and me are the slightly older. We like the early Gen 1 picks. There's nothing wrong with that in the slightest.
Nothing wrong with the Gen 1 picks whatsoever.
Absolutely
if you're old, like me and Ben.
Well, we are going to be getting a similar pull from the last one. This one's going not towards Dome this time like the last one did. It's slightly more towards the central side, so we might well see a tree lava siphon-y area. I'm waiting for our lovely Spect to hit that beacon. As actually we're going to be getting a fight straight away happening. It's going to be Team 20 who are pushing on up, and we've got some vantage in play. Grindworthy is hitting those shots, has got a crack onto both a Valkyrie and a Bangalore onto this other team. I'm going to make sure that the highlights are enabled so we can see where everybody is through those lovely walls. And there is a Sentinel on the height. That's going to be belonging to Nunu.
It's a good position to take your sniper up to the top. You can give yourself some overall sight lines of better angles to get in, and there you go, 88 hit. One shot here, but not enough damage. Not like having a Kraber in your hand, it's not the same. You charge it up though, it can deal some devastating damage. And now with that 88 blow, they're like, right, we can start sending this Valkyrie. Q goes out. That could maybe give more damage, but doesn't seem like that connected either. So unfortunately, Nunu's just going to have to try and scout his way around himself. Sides right. Close this gap. His teammate, though, on the verge of being knocked down. Lifeline is going to be out of the action early doors, and this might be a push too far here for Nunu. He's in the open, and the Valkyrie is not going to get out of there. Terra is going to be out of there. Decides, right, maybe that's not the fight to take. He's still having to be chased by Grindworthy, and he'll get knocked for it as well. And that's the overzealous push that comes in. Your team's thinks you got the chance to win this one.
Team 4 are also now in a bit of a rough spot as they're going to be getting taken down by 14, as 15 looks to be an absolutely insane engagement right now by staging. We've got Team 5, Team 15, Team 19, and Team number 8, with Team 2 looking at this as well. Axel Enjoyer Unfortunately, not able to play Axel right now, so it's going to be bouncing onto the Valkyrie instead. They're going to be looking at this, and we're just going to show you very quickly. I'm going to show you very quickly what this map is looking like. This is insane. Look how many people are right here now, Mark. It's utterly bananas. This team 18 goes down, and Axel and Joel gets a knock onto Quadzar.
If they can finish that up there, that'll be a team of make that one, because it's Quacks and Sacks. There is no Latino streamers or Latinos out here. He's not going to be hitting up, but at least he's going to get hit down. And now, Quacks and Sacks have to try and keep his team alive if he can. Staging starting to whittle down here as Team 10 get eliminated from Sanjar, finding Jadam. Jadam's who's been in the chat. Sanjar's been in the top of the leaderboard. Teams and names that we're starting to recognize because we're seeing you somewhere else and not just in the game. We're seeing you on stream. We're seeing you in Shareplay. We're seeing you everywhere. That's what we want to see, so we can recognize these names in the battlefield.
Absolutely. Big shout out to everybody who's giving us follows and likes over on Shareplay. Nope. Elixirs. Loads of people in there. Great to see you in, and make sure that you're following along as we are getting some damage to Elixirs, and Empire Elixirs gets taken on down. One of the Elixirs, one of the Empire squad now is going to be needing to get revived. Thankfully, Real Mully on the Mirage will be able to do just that. BK is looking over this as Number Key is taking down fights. Team 7 look to be in that engagement just down to its dogs and Vagabond Caleb. They do have a Gibraltar, however. Unfortunately, the bubble was not electrified, so they were able to just push straight on through. Sanjar picks up those kills. Down they go. Now we're going to be getting Team 19, who are shooting away. This is a very slow fight. As actually, Quacks on Sacks is going to look to potentially stick Quadzra right now.
Oh, interesting. Can't really do it, though. It's his delivered to Beacon, so...
There we go. They're sticking it on the wreath, on the box. And this is such a great new feature, I do have to say, and it's brilliantly done there. Latinas puts down the catalyst wall to stop any vision. Quadzar gets back into the game, and up they go. Nunu getting kills in the feed as well. And that fight is happening over... Oh my god, here. What is happening right now? It's just down to Zed left remaining. Somebody is surely going to be close, and it's going to be Lonely. Lonely No, who has followed the Shareplay chat. Hopefully that brings you luck right now. The shot's not quite hitting. They do get Nunu back up onto their feet. Now they're going to drop down onto the low ground, but there is a player here. The player's shots, I was about to say thankfully not hitting,
just
unfortunately.
Another long-lost lonely boy again. Now, Nunu. Valkyrie, who just got res from the lifeline, now has to be the saving grace if he can be. Zed is also the player's team down here with just the one remaining member. Longtree gets taken down by that Senti and finished off here by Retzi as well. Maybe finding a kill. His teammate, unfortunately, they're going to be forced upon here, team number 6. So many teams fighting here around the tree as well. Team number 20, team number 6, they're going to be backing it down potentially to get that reset. Maybe can he bring his teammate with him? Maskelu, sorry, about to potentially follow suit and join up with Ebby, teammate, way back towards launch site. Meanwhile, north of all of the ring and all of the pool, we still have staging battles going on. Team 8, Team 12, Team 16, Team 19 and Team 15 all in this vicinity looking for more. Team 3 I've just seen from the north side coming in from landslide. They're also going to get involved as Team 19 at least the Mirage to stick that visibility revive.
And now Elixir, they've actually been Gibraltar ultimated, so they're going to have to bounce on out of there, but gets shot, taken down to just about 60 HP left remaining on Mully. Mully's going to put some nades down, and we're going to bounce on over to Team 15, who are now going to be looking at Team number 12, and they get the knock onto Shankso. Shankso, who obviously finished in first position in that last game, pushed themselves up into the top 20 in the overalls. And now going to be relying on the teammates to pick them up. Thankfully, they do have a Gibraltar, and the Gibraltar is going to be picking them straight back up. It's going to be B. Davis.
This
And now
is a chance to get out here, though.
Yes, it will. And they take to the skies. Team 12 are going to be looking for a spot inside of Thermal Station. And somebody is already up on the height. So Shank So Co are going to have to try and find this. They've found a solo. They're going to land on them. They're going to hit that Q. The Q doesn't quite hit. And it's just going to be Z who, at the last possible second, takes an ultimate. The Void Nexus activates. Nades get put down. It's just 1 HP, 77, and it was a good effort, but unfortunately not enough when B Davis is chasing you down. Team 2, and now Team 6. There we go. Team 6 up against Team 20. I was just dyslexia there, reading the wrong number. As their lifeline takes a huge amount of damage, has to pop an ultimate, but there's a player up on the height inside of the ultimate, isn't able to heal on up, and Juvie is going to have to hit the Q, comes out of that Q, isn't reloaded with the alternator. Misekulu takes them all down. 7 kills already. Your kill leader sat on team number 6 alongside Ibi and Longtree. They've managed to get their players back on into this. As Mark is showing me trials where nobody is. I love that.
Yeah, I alt tab for a second and it screwed me all the way to the top left-hand corner of the screen for some reason. There we go. But nobody's there. You know what's on the board though? Team number 6 making their way back into the zone. Going through a beautiful trait. As we now have Team 11 facing off versus Team number 19 just east. Oh, sorry, west of Lava Siphon. Hello. Be thy name. Kingdom come. Will 19 be done? Sanjar weakened once again, has to get the bat, but there's that storm brewing. He's going to start taking for some good damage here, and he's going to have 2 players to compete with. That's an unfortunate position to be in. 2 lanes of crossfire, and you will fall. Now Pings, they've started the battle. They're going to have to just continue this as they take down Elixir. Can't just give up now because you'll be turning your back on the opposition. The Mirage decoys thrown out. Can they do something about this here? Can they force their way in to find the remaining members? Or is Penguazu just getting too aggressive? He could have got out of here by now. O'Malley sticking syringe. 1 player left, and he does stick it for a reason because Pingzing, he believes in his skill. And they're actually going to stick it inside the zone as well. Can he stay alive? How he will do. I'm sure it's not that far away from the circle. And they get the res on the teammate. Sanjar back in action, Ben. And we're back up to full complement.
They are indeed. Thankfully, has enough shields, syringes. So now we're on board with the Kraber, and the Kraber, man, taken down straight away. B Davis puts down a Gibraltar bubble, and it's now just up to Sir Zillinger. Whilst we're hearing a Wraith audio cue in the background. A good bubble coming in, and they're using an ultimate. That ultimate means they can't use it on the inside. Surzlinger is doing what they can, bouncing in and out of the ulti queue, and they're putting down a barrel on the door so that the player can't get back on in. And this is, I have to say, really well done from the Caustic. They're playing around this area so well, and they do have the heals coming in from the barrels as well. There's an opportunity to stick the revive as well, which is exactly what they're doing, but the player swings on through. Masekelo gets yet more kills. A Kraber in hand, 9 kills already, and Marskello is doing so well. And they've got the opportunity for even more. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, I was about to say, are these players fighting? No, they just sat on top of each other, which is something we haven't seen a huge amount of. And now actually Team 11 are pushing up onto Mascalo. And Mascalo's gone down. It's just Ibby left remaining.
Yeah, Ibby all on the lone here. Got the banner though. And gonna get his auto cute out of here. Going up to where he was with his passage there. And now he's gonna be left quite far away in. Team 11, they're still gonna follow the track. They're trying to hope for an opportunity as Pingsu goes into the portal. Sanjar giving chase here. Gonna follow the auto queue up as well, and look at this, right at the respawn beacon, opportunity to take out Ibby, and team number 6 falls. Sanjar now becomes the new kill leader here with 8 kills. Is that 9 kills to his name?
I think it's 9 kills to the name. Maskello goes out. Sanjar takes that lead as Team 15 are on the glow ground. Team 14 are on the height. And one of the players from Team 14, as oh my gosh, Axel Enjoyer gets absolutely put on that floor by Cookies. Looking down from the height, it is not an easy thing to do, but Cookies made it look simple right there. They are behind the door, so they're going to use the Hemlock new tube to get the re-knock onto Axel Enjoyer.
You know, Capital re-knock is an opportunity now to try and force their way in. Again, barrels are out. Doors are closed. Saf in that phase dome, waiting for an opportunity to hopefully get out, and he does.
But they're chasing this last player right now. 1 player left remaining. Where have they gone is the question. Actually, they've managed to go on the height, and that is absolutely brilliantly done there from Number Q. He puts down the portal just there so that everybody falls out onto it. And so he's actually now going to give himself the opportunity. That is an absolutely 200 IQ play coming in from Number Q.
Yeah, big ass plays, and that's exactly what you need to do if you want to try and to hold your team on a solo league. As a solo player left remaining, big plays to potentially get you better placement points here. 6 squads remaining. Saf takes down the bandana kid. The brown guy though, he's gonna try and support his teammates, and thankfully they have the lifeline to get the res here going without anybody having to stick it themselves. The caustic barrels are right outside waiting for you to make a move. Hey, get out of there.
Get out of there as the Wraith is going to swing round the corner. It's some good shots, but it is not phenomenal. The Wedge Sphinx, unfortunately, gets taken on down. It's just left to the brown guys, just down to the Fuse. Fuse is doing what they can. The ultimate comes out, but is not going to do enough. Team A out of this lobby. We're down to our final 5 squads remaining. 13 players, which means there is still a solo as Team 11 and Team 16 are in a little bit of an engagement. Team 11 are bouncing on back down towards where the building are, whereas Team 16 are underneath the tunnel, and they're not in a nice position right now. They're going to have to swing left, going over to where these little barrels are, not barrels, containers even, on the cart. They have got a scout, and that scout can put people down if they hit their shots.
Yep, it definitely can. Hallow though, he's gone down. Courtesy of an R9 from Henry. He's gonna have to have support from his teammates though, because as this happens, Team 16 are forcing their way forward. It's now Pingzu who goes and left alone here. Sanjar falling next. I know this is a chance though to stick it. If you look for the opportunity, team number 11 getting Hallow back up, get Sanjar back up, and we're back in the fight kicking. Team 14's not far behind him, but 14 need to make the way soon.
There is a Kraber in play. There it is. Oh, it's perfect timing on the Kraber swap right there. A 210 to the head. Hallow gets put on down. Odie already with 2 kills. 1,800 damage, and they have got a wonderful position in the zone, looking over everybody. Nobody near them at this moment in time, that they have got those red pings on the right-hand side. They're going to have to be careful, as it does look like Team 14 and co are fighting it in a bit of trouble. The Kraber shot does not hit. That one does, though. Henry, say hello to Odie's little friend, because he's trying to rip another one there. Doesn't quite, gives them a haircut. And then gets the knock again. Hawalo is having a terrible time up against this Kraber.
Dude, man, he's just doing what he needs to do here. Hallow just doesn't like to be on the other end of that scope. That's for sure. I'll be like, right, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep getting myself picked out? Because guess what? You're revealing too much of yourself to a Kraber who is clearly hitting their shots, unfortunately. Now,
Hawalo's back into it, though.
Keep alive. Yep, he's still in a position to be alive and kicking. 4 squads remaining, 10 players overall. Team number 15 have got the lone player, that number Q. And the rest of us are all full compliments here.
You can see where everybody has. Sanjar up on the height. Tries to hit that shot onto Sanjar, as you see number Q over in that corner on the far side. Kraber player going to be healing on up. They've also got a longbow in the action as well. So you can see that there is a player up on that high. We jump on backboard with the Kraber. And a Wraith portal has now been put into the middle. I believe that is going to be Team 11 that might well have put that portal down. Team 11 have now moved to the far side. Odie having to watch out for the Valkyrie Qs as Joker takes a lot of damage. Team 11 have now split up between the two. They spotted out the solo, and Number Q gets taken on down, but Hawalo is back on the floor. Thanks to Number Q, and a Gibby ultimate is coming on out. They are going to be absolutely obliterated right now. Sanjar doing what they can, hiding behind the banner. But the thing is, they do not want to overcommit. They know that they've got the knocks, but they've got to be wary because Team 14 are looking at this. It's a defensive Sparrow ultimate as Joker now goes onto the height with the Hemlock. Ultimate being thrown. And Team 3 are doing a good job here, Mark.
They are. They're definitely doing a good job here and in a good position. Kind of go on and potentially steal this W. Cookies goes down. Spect not far away as well. Damage being done, but he's managing to trade blows back and forward. As Spect now, no shield, no health. Saf, little health, he's got it, but there you go. Saf takes down Joker, but Saf is staying alive still. Somehow, is the one-man army, the Wraith, but now a little too far. And Team 3, they come out on top. They were looking like they were devastated near the end there. And that's exactly what they do. They get a 9-kill game. Big difference from our last game on World's Edge. In fact, it was a more spread across kills in the departments for every other team getting something there. Mascalo in the overall kills pick up here is a total of 9 from Mascalo. So a solid game from them. Sanjar equals that 9 as well. But he had to do it in a lot more time. He came in 3rd place and not 7th place like Mascalo did. So if Mascalo got a little bit better placement, potentially was getting past double figures.
17 kills coming out for your 3rd place team. And unsurprisingly, a Sanjar coming out as your damage leader. Obviously, same amount of kills as Mascalo, with 9 kills apiece for the two of them. Big shout out to both of them for a great showing on the kills department. Overall, though, we are now going to have a look at this overall leaderboard and see how that shakes things up. Right now, Sanjar obviously did a good job, but Jamstein with another, obviously this is the Solo Queue League. There are multiple lobbies that do take place at the same time. And Jamstein is doing a good job, obviously, in the other lobbies to continue to hold on to that 1st place. But Joker, who we did see in that team who ended up winning it, was on the Caustic, I believe, is now into 4th position. So you can see that 200 ping God has finally dropped out of that top 3. So a bit of a tough one for them. Looking on down through, we're also...
Mascalo pushed himself into that top 20.
Absolutely.
A game like that, so that is fantastic from them.
As has K. Henry, and we've also seen Shank Sosa, after their win in the previous game, they have now gone up from 17th to 13th position. So definitely some changes going on in the overalls. Something I'm also going to have a quick look up here, as we are seeing, obviously, certain legends getting banned, but also seeing a lot of legends getting played. And Conduit is maintaining that pick rate as your #1 picks a legend, followed up by Axel and Wraith. Not surprising to see Conduit and Axel so high up with obviously the new legend coming in and the capacity that they have, but also the Conduit as well. But that is the end of that game there, Mark. How are you feeling, friend?
Oh, I mean, wild. There's a lot going on, and you know what? After a long week, it's been a new job starting for me, right? So my energy levels slowly peaking to that stage where it's getting late in the day.
It is getting late. Well, if you
do this all over again.
if you you've got to do tomorrow. If you would like to close this one out here now, Mark, I can always take it for another game after this on my own, and then you can be back tomorrow, ready, raring, and fresh for that. Does that work for you, my friend?
That sounds refreshing indeed, Mr. Ben.
Well, everybody, make sure that you are back tomorrow. Mark is going to be all on his own casting tomorrow, so make sure that you tune in, get chatting away on the chat over at Shareplay. As Shareplay have just said in the chat, Make sure that you are sharing the stream tournament with the community to help SharePlay grow. That's what you want to do. CCE grow even. So make sure that you're sharing it along. Mark will be back tomorrow. I will be back in just a second with probably our final game or two of the night. And we'll see you in just a second. This one sponsored again by the folks at Shareplay.
Shareplay. Shareplay. Shareplay. Shareplay. Shareplay. Shareplay. Shareplay. Shareplay. Shareplay. Shareplay. Shareplay.
And we're back with just myself. Mark, obviously, as we just saw, has headed off for the night to get a little bit of sleep. Completely fair enough, because he will be back here tomorrow night, same time, casting with just himself, because unfortunately I am off to a wedding, so I will not be here. So I'll be missing out on all the action, but I'll be catching up on the VOD. As a reminder, folks, I will be posting all the VODs over on the CCE YouTube channel, so if you want to go back and hear obviously the wonderful Mark cast over everything, and also myself as well, then make sure you head to the CCE YouTube channel so that you can catch all of the action. But we are now going to be going into our next game, and as you can see, it's going to be on Storm Point with the bans coming in for Mad Maggie, Crypto, Conduit, and Axel. So our top two legends of Conduit and Axel out of this one, not able to be played, but you do still have the Valkyrie, which is very important on this map. You've also got no Mad Maggie as well, so who knows? Maybe there's a possibility that maybe this won't be quite as aggressive. Maybe there might be a little bit more placement being done. I say that, not seeing it just yet, but we'll have to wait and see. Over on Storm Point, I can see here that Miken in the chat says teams can't cheat, you have a delay. Yes, we do have a delay. There is a 5-minute delay on the stream so that people aren't able to get a competitive advantage by looking at the chat. So and at the stream. So yes, no competitive advantage being done here. We do have the delay, and we are now going to be bouncing into our final game of the night. I think it's going to be, just because it is getting a little bit late over here in the UK. So I'm going to round this one out, hopefully with a wonderful one over on Storm Point. Legends in play today. You can see a little bit of variety in those legends. You can see obviously at the top of the screen, as has been scrolling along the whole event, how everybody is doing in terms of the overall leaderboard, and how we are doing just outside of that top 20 right now. Maskello coming in at the top. You can see 20th place. Dreestow is hoping to get himself into that, just 5 points behind Maskello in 20th, so he'll be wanting to push them their way in. As we're going to double check and see how everybody's doing in terms of the legend compositions, and we are seeing about 4 caustics across the compositions. a couple Watsons in play as well. So maybe we might have a little bit aggressive. But what I am seeing, though, is Prom in MNK is going to be rocking the Ballistic. And this is going to be somebody who is going to want to push on down that Ballistic Q, getting put onto the floor just as a practice, you know, making sure that it works. Meanwhile, we're going to look and see where this rig is going. And it is going to go towards the west-hand side of the map. So it means Team 16 at the mill, Team 2 at Bean, and Team 7 potentially could be going over towards you. We'll have to wait and see. But actually, there is an instant push coming in. And it's going to be Vayne, Lash, and Chittagwang. Or Team number 1. And they're going to be pushing up upon Team 9. And Team 9, Amex, realizes that somebody's near, so is just hiding behind here. But has been caught out already and gets taken on down. Vayne. Brilliant shots, though, coming out onto the Ash. Now, Crypt is going to be queuing on up, as all Octanes love to do. Stim on up, take damage, and trying to get into the fight. I don't know what the decision was there from Crypt. Starts backing away, and then goes, you know what? I'm just going to push on in. A bizarre choice coming in from Crypt. 0 is going to get on out of there. Meanwhile, Team 11 is going to be getting into a fight. It's going to be Evoke, Stepper, and the Stream Slayer. Evoke goes around this corner, breaks the door with the Bangalore Q, and those shots up the zip line were absolutely revolting from Evoke. I believe I've had the pleasure of casting over Evoke previously, over from the Amir region, and is doing an insane job of this right now. Taking down RVN and Rax is going to hit them with the finisher as well. One player left remaining on the team, and that is just going to be TL the Peterbot. And Peterbot, I don't think is long left for this world, unless they're able to get up onto this height, hit the grav cannon, maybe get on away. They are a Valkyrie, so they are going to be able to hit the Q, hit your jetpacks, land short. Does hit the jetpacks in the end, is now going to grab the Evo cash, I'm sure, and then hit that ultimate to get on out of there. Meanwhile, my mouse is disconnected very briefly. Team 17 in a fight. MP, Dogs, and Stab Jackal. Just up to MP left on the height. They've got a full team of BK forward and killers. MP, last remaining player out of this lobby. Team 6 dead. Second team out right now is team number 6. Is Team 7 are going to be looking at this. Meanwhile, Team 8 and Team 5 are fighting. Team 15 are also fighting as well, and it's going to be Raytrax, Elixir, and 9x Ice. You've got to be careful, as Axe is going to put a nade down. It's going to push on up. They swing around that corner and get a good knock onto Rex. They do take a lot of damage, so they've got to be careful. Unfortunately, the lifeline is not able to hit them with the drone just yet. This Axe is now going to swing on through and get that finish onto Rex. Hemlock in the hands of 9. And they will look to queue away. As now Team 2 have also landed into this area as well. Flying in via the Valkyrie ultimate. And now Team 2 are going to be up on the height. And they're also going to stick a revive as well, as there is going to be a team looking to land straight on top of them. That is going to be none other than Team 15, who land up on the height. They did manage to get the revive, though. However, Joker looks to maybe have slightly DC'd. No, Joker is back in this. But Legend Alpha does go down, so they're going to put some nades down. That door is going to be destroyed, as Joker is now going to ultimate behind. Look to try and take down that Valkyrie, who's taken a huge amount of damage. Wes finishing off the Legend Alpha. Joker on that low ground now. And it's going to be Moffed on the height. And then they're going to be looking for a good spot, because it does look like we're going on down this way. Team 7 are coming in, but we're going to go look at Team 1, who have managed to get the finish onto Team 5. And the revive is now coming on through for Chit. Team 3 are looking at this, though, from afar, but Genesee does not have the angles for it, so is going to bounce on away. But what you can see through the walls is there is a player in on the other side of this, and it's going to be Vayne. who's now going to back on away. They have got eyes, though, on somebody else. Chisawang, though, has come across Genesee. Chisawang goes down, and Genesee doing a good job of getting some kills. Lash goes through the altar portal. Puts down a smoke and an ultimate to try and stop the push from happening, as Genesee, of course, is going to push up and get aggressive. It's what we've known Genesee for. Genesee now drops down from the height, 62 damage, but gets put on his ass. D-Cross, the last remaining player remaining. Thankfully, is going to be a Corsic, so goes through. Puts more barrels down to try and stop a push. Puts down an ultimate as well. And Lash is going to avoid all of that gas. Goes down from the height, can see the player. Hemlock and Nemesis in hand. And down goes D-Cross to the ring. Lash picking up the kills. 12 players left remaining. And fighting is happening once again down towards Barometer, as it's just Wes left remaining. Up against Team 7, and it's Bloom, Dion, Quacks on Sax. 2 players that we've been seeing be pretty insane here tonight. The last remaining player, Wes on Instagram, gets sent back to the lobby to maybe scroll some reels. Shanubo fan and Bloom, Dion on Quacks picking up those kills. 11 left remaining as Team 16 are now in a fight inside of the zone. Skywalker just down to 1 HP. And it's going to be AJ who takes to the height, but does not have the purple upgrade. So it takes off so slowly. As a Valkyrie main, I know that pain. 5 HP and an absolute dream right now for AJ, who's going to land on the low ground by Downed Beast. They're going to be hoping that they can pop those heals. Team 16 are far enough away that I think they will get away. Team 11 now are pushing up onto Team 12. You can hear Team 12 are very close by. They've just shut that door in front. As the Stepper. 40 damage with the Hemlock. Evoke is upgrading his weapon, so Stream Slayer is going to have to push on ahead and wait for Evoke to do that. Team Stepper. Steam Slayer even. Trying to find the player as Peterbot does get taken on down. Stream Player is hoping to find where RVN is. Rax is up on the height and is getting shot and through. RVN managing to take down the Stream Slayer. Beautiful shots, 104 onto the Bangalore, and RVN is doing such a good job to hold this one down. It's not an easy position. They have managed to get the knock as Rax gets taken down as well. Just down to RVN, who unfortunately is eliminated. 2 evokes RE45. Meanwhile, we can see Team 1 and Team 7 in an engagement. Vayne not able to get on out of this as Chisawang also falls. Lash, your last remaining player from Team 1. And I don't know why Lash is opting to take, thankfully, cancels it. I was like, why are you taking this right now? That's going straight back into the hands of Team number 7, who are trying to find where the player is. Hasn't seen them. Bloom Dion, though, has now got the pings. And Quaxel Sax is going to go to the left. Lash is just hoping that they can survive a Bangalore smoke in hopes that they aren't spotted. And now Lash is going to take that altar portal. That is the right play to go all the way back on up. Can get the banners. Brilliantly done there from Lash. They'll get the banners. They'll hopefully get a spot. But unfortunately, they follow on through. Gets one banner. Isn't able to get a shield swap. And is now going to have to hope that they can get onto the gravity cannon, and that it is enough. Unfortunately, it isn't when Quaxon Sachs is shooting at you. We're down to 7 squads left remaining. Team 16 in an engagement. Just K. Henry left remaining. Unfortunately, K. Henry is down. He is not okay. He is back in this lobby. BK is the better K. That's what the B stands for in BK. Better K. Putting down some pressure to allow Forward to get back up onto their feet. Ibby taking down Evoke, though. And it's now just down to Stepper Apex, who gets taken on down. Ibby, Old Talk, and Gesture finish off Team 11. 5 squads left remaining. And Team 2 and Team 14 right now are poking at each other. We've got a member of the TSM fan base of 2 Raw for You 18. Alongside Joker and the Legend Alpha. 5 squads left remaining. And now Genesee, I guess you're even, is getting taken on down, as is Ibby, as is all of Team 4. BK, I said they were the better K. They are absolutely showing that right now. 6 kills to their name, 2 assists. Team 17 are doing a great job right now. Already have got 13 kills between them. As Team 2 have managed to get out of this zone. Legend Alpha is hoping that the teammates follow through because they are being looked at. That bubble doesn't have long left as Quacks on Sax is now going to be pushing up onto the Gibby. The Gibby is surely falling. They do indeed try to use that zip line. It was not the play for them. Team 14 are looking at them as Quacks swings on through, gets cracked by ++, and now ++ is going to bounce on back to the tunnel. Team 7 have seen a team up on ahead. And that is going to be Team 2, who use an evac tower to get on away. One of their players, though, is going to be 2 Raw for You. They have got the ultimate, so if Joker wants to, Joker's going to hit some supplies, picks up an ult excel, and surely will look to try and hit the ultimate now. Just hit the ultimate, friend. And now is doing it without any shields, and you don't want to do it up against this team. I don't know why he tries to go for the grav cannon. It was a choice and a half, not the right one, in my opinion. Once your teammate has gone, just hit that beacon. Hit that ultimate. Get yourself into a safe spot. There is a crafter nearby, but with round 3 closing, Joker can't risk it. Joker has now been spotted. Is putting down all of his utility, puts down arc stars, puts down ultimates. But Team 17 close this one out. BK and Co get yet more kills, and that's going to be killers. He takes them down. 3 squads left remaining. It's going to be Team 7. Team 17 and Team 14, who are inside of checkpoint. Bloom Dion with the Iron Sight Sentinel. I'm a fan of that myself. And a legend we haven't seen much of tonight is going to be that Newcastle. Bloom has spotted them out a nice little 88. And they have spotted the people from the Spiders tunnel. So they're going to potentially now try and engage on this because they know that that team is not nearby. They can close this fight out quickly. There is an opportunity to very quickly reset, but there is a Kraber in play potentially. And it looks like they're actually going to opt to go try and get a spot inside of the zone. I think this is a smart play as there is a solo going for this and they might late swing. No, they are not going to late swing this. So we're going to be getting number Q with a Kraber. They Wraith Portal on back and they might go all the way round here, which I think is probably a good play because you can go all the way round and you get this spot here. You can go up to where the grav cannon is as Team 7 are going to be looking at Team 17. They've got a G7 Scout with unlimited ammo in the hands of Shinobu. Bloom Dion is getting aggressive as the Newcastle. 40 damage, 50 damage. Bloom Dion might have to hit the ice. The 30-30 from Hate BU. Taking down the one player you don't want to fool, which is the Newcastle. Bloom Dion is going to have to crawl back to Cracks on Sax. Shinobu's got to be careful because there is a Kraber in play from team number 7. Not 7. Team number 12. No. 14. Sorry. Here we go. The Kraber in number Q's hand. The Kraber now trying to get angles. Hate for You is looking at this, and Hate for You is taking a huge amount of damage and has to pop the Gibraltar ultimate. Bloom Dion falls once again. It's just up to Quacks on Sax, who is now going to fall to the hands of killers. But actually, Quacks does a great job to hold them off right here. So BK is going to have to follow this one up to help his teammate. Quacks is surviving for now. I don't know how Quacks is doing this, but he's going to try and get into the belly of the beast. And maybe up onto the height. Kraber in play. Number Q taking a huge amount of damage. But it is going to be this 30-30 that's been doing a great job for Hate BU. Number Q slowly but surely healing. They do have somebody nearby. They've spotted out the solo of Quacks. As Plus Plus is on the heights, they have spotted a Watson pylon. They probably need to destroy that Watson pylon if they want to do anything about this. And now a Valkyrie has taken the height away. They've got to be really careful. It's Killers who has taken the height. And BK gets a knock onto number QR. Kraber is out. And it is now just 2 players left remaining. Sat up on the height. Team 17 have got a dominant position looking over this zone. With just 2 players left remaining on Team 14. This is surely going to be an end. BK pushes on up. Plus Plus falls to the floor. Killers, I think very smartly there, just backing away, healing on up. There's no need to do anything silly, as it is just going to be a solo. Say that again, it's going to be a duo. Plus Plus. They're now getting Watson pyloned up. Plus Plus, last remaining player. Plus Plus, minus out of this game. Only with 1 kill for that 2nd place, but you can't overlook the winning team there as BK, Forward, and Killers with a quite wonderful 19 kill W. Brilliantly done. Very well deserved. And a big shout out to the squad there. As we go look at the latest match results, and as you can see, Killers, and so 19 kills, Forward with 2,800 damage and 8 kills for them. 8 kills for BK. That is a great showing from your first place team and a very, very well-deserved victory. Looking at the overall placements, how this shakes things up. Jamzine is still staying in the first place. Jokers is now up into 3rd position with that one, I believe. And we're looking on through as to see Killers up there with that first place. Comes in at into 11th position now. So they are slowly but surely climbing up that leaderboard. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens as we move through the rest of the night. That being said, that is all she wrote from myself here, as well as everybody at CCE. Well, not everybody at CCE. The admins are going to still be going here tonight. We're going to be going on for at least another, I think, 1.5 hours. So if you would like to get yourself involved, cce.gg, go sign yourself up, and make sure that you are back same time tomorrow to support the wonderful Mark of Gcast in doing a solo stream. It's very fun doing a solo stream. It can be a little bit stressful, so having all of you guys, wonderful people, chatting away on my second monitor, it really helps. The support that we get is absolutely wonderful to see, and I really appreciate you all being here. That being said, that is all she wrote for myself here tonight. I will not be here tomorrow, but I'll be making sure to pop this VOD up on our YouTube channel, CCE YouTube, CCE UCX even on YouTube, so that you can catch all of the VODs. Thank you very much to all of our sponsors down the very bottom, Mojon, Exit Lag, Shareplay. You guys are all absolutely incredible. We couldn't do this without you. That is the end of the stream. My name has been Ben V. I really hope that you've enjoyed it here tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you very much for being here. Till next time. See you.
Shareplay.